Good morning and welcome to another day of the video diary. The diary that I keep in an attempt to remember my life as it goes. I've just introduced that as I may not know what happens today. Okay, what is going to happen today? We have a free period first, so I'm going to do some decision maths. Then we've got physics, yeah. Then we've got more decision maths and then either FP or mechanics, either way. After le college, we have a talk with an investor that is going to be investing in the space mission, and I'm going in all guns blazing. I want to get a deal out of this guy. I'm essentially going to pitch, right, imagine this. Last day of college, yeah, and last day of school, because we're also, it's the same school as, okay. So essentially 7 years. Anyone from year 7 to year 14, yeah? Last day of school, even though the sixth formers won't be there, relatively. It's a half day. It's non-school uniform day. Everyone's excited for the summer, and then we break off school halfway through the day, and then there's a freaking carnival on the main school field, yeah? There's speakers where people can have a band, there's like art shows, blah 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 blah, there's food, there's frickin' barbecue, picnic, cake sale, all generating money for both the space mission and charity. We can split the money 60-40 or something, we don't need a lot. I did say I was going in all guns blazing, so we do that. We get literally, imagine the money you could get from that selling food and drink. All of the money, well, partially all the money going to charity. Imagine the excitement. And then in the corner, just in the corner somewhere, we send off the space mission. How awesome would that be? That's what I've essentially got to pitch today. Sweet mother of God, that was horrific. Jeez. Right, oh bloody hell. Okay then, so today I will tell you basically, I'll start at the beginning of the day. Chronological order. I left you, went to sixth form, did some computing. No, I didn't do some computing, what am I talking about? I'm going into autopilot mode. I did a load of decision maths, did a paper, and then we did some, I don't bloody know. What did we do? We did some physics, in which case I had to change a couple of things in my coursework because I claimed that the experiment, I used a coil which could generate 61 Teslas of magnetic flux, which is a hell of a lot. I meant 61 milliteslas, but I missed the M or something like that, so I turned it into 61 Teslas. And geez, Louise, that was horrific. The mistake there would have thrown absolutely everything off, so it's a good job we spotted it. I had to change a couple of pages where it was all on. So yeah, that was fixed. I then did maths, in which case we did some decision maths, which decision maths test is within a week now, so that's a bit scary. It's a little bit scary. Why aren't you loading, Mr. Laptop? There we go. So from then we then did some further pure 2 is still terrifyingly hard, but we're getting there, I suppose. I now know the kind of things that I need to do in order to progress. I'm not like, oh, it's stuck. I know what mountain I need to climb now, which is always a good thing. But then, after le college, I had said meeting with said investor guy, and bloody hell. Woo! Oh, Nelly! That guy was terrifying, not gonna lie. Firstly, he wasn't even an investor, he was just a PR guy, and he's like, oh, I just want to just ask you a few questions and stuff. And he says, oh, I literally starting to blank it all out now, so my memory's going. But he was asking questions like, what are your goals? Basically, we want to send something as high as we possibly can. We kind of want to reach the edge of space, if I'm honest with you. And he's like, well, yeah, well, obviously, yeah, that's pretty well and good and all that, but, like, yeah, but what are your objectives? This. You just do this, don't you? You just go, no, just send it up and done, you know what I mean? It's just for a challenge, for fun, to inspire people. That's what we're doing, we're inspiring people. He's like, yeah, but how are you inspiring them? Because literally just going into full bullshit mode. Just going, well basically we could send it up, and then we was thinking about measuring the gas laws. We could figure out the pressure and stuff in the balloon and figure out exactly when it pops. We could then model helium as an ideal gas and see how well it fits the laws. We could test the atmospheric temperature at different points of the atmosphere just to see if whether it's changing or increasing over the years. We could do it as a multiple year project and do it every single year and find... And it was literally just me, like the person I was talking to, yeah, obviously, we were planning this between us two, and we're like, yeah, it's going to be a nice partial plan. And then this guy just directs his question to me, and I'm just making everything up. Just everything. Okay, and then we got to the point where I was like, all right, I think I've run out of things I can make up. He goes, so who are you going to inspire this? We're like, well, we can inspire the DT, we can inspire all the science, and even then we could expand out, we could go to media who can help designers like press releases and stuff. I don't know. And then he's like, we could also inspire the local community, it's obviously good publicity and things like that. And he's like, well, yeah. But what about geography? Could geography get involved? No. And then he's like, oh, flipping heck. So it's okay then, so I'm assuming you're like the project manager, he says this to me, and I'm like, yes. So who's doing this? I'm like, me. So who's doing this? Me as well. Who's doing this? Well, me and James are doing that one. Who's doing this? James? Is there anyone else involved? No, not really. He says, well, you need to get this. You need a list of people who are doing different jobs. I'm like, right, me. Let's talk about this. To be honest with you, all I wanted in my little life was the based price. I wanted the, yes, here's your money, go and do it. At which point I would bang, or launch everyone in. I've got a few people who will be like, yeah, I'll do this for you. I've got a few people who do that. I'll pull in all of the favours I possibly can and do it, and it'll be amazing. Not like, oh, let's all plan it all, and then suddenly go, oh, we don't have the funds, shit son, we can't do it. What's the point in that? Bloody, the questions, man. And then he's like, oh, well, we'll have to talk about the legal implications of it landing on someone. I'm like, yeah, but it's not going to land on, like, honestly, right, it's going to land in the frickin' ocean. It's not even going to land on the land, to be honest with you. And he says, yeah, but then we could model it as like a statistical problem to figure out whether it's possible to land on someone and what the probability is. And what are you even talking about? All we want to do is send a space thing up to space. Things like, you can put data loggers on it, you can do this. We just want to get the camera, we just want the footage. That's all we care about, is the footage on that little camera. That is genuinely all we care about. And he's like, oh, but you could do this. I'm exhausted. And I basically sat there. I just expected to go in and him say, right, I can give you this much, and I go, yeah, but we kind of want this much because of this, and then I'll pitch forward the idea of everything that we were going to do, because we were going to like have the entire school on the field, have a huge picnic, have a huge barbecue, have a huge cake sale, sell everything. We can have like a show of all of this good stuff the school's done, like different bits of art and music. We can have a stage with a band on, we can have music playing, it'll be freaking amazing. Right, you could sell drinks, you could sell everything, all money going towards charity and / towards the project, so that we break even, or give the money back to the people we borrowed it from. And no, he's just essentially like, right, this, you need to talk to law firms, you need to talk to this, you need to talk to this, and like, dude, I just genuinely felt like I was basically, right, this is how I imagine it. I walked in, I instantaneously became naked, and he was just whipping me, just whip! So punching above my weight, like he's there in a suit and I'm there in this t-shirt, which is, it's not the smartest of all t-shirts, let's be honest. It goes relatively low, it's just a summery t-shirt and I'm really far zoomed in, sorry. And then he said, okay then, so how are you going to bring it down to earth safely? I was like, well, we was going to do a parachute, but we were trying to figure out ways. He said we was going to do a parachute, and he's like, but it couldn't like end up anywhere. And I was like, yes, because it could end up in the Gulf Stream, it could end up bloody miles away. So we were trying to figure out like a time release thing. We weren't gonna do that. We were just gonna let go of it and cross our fingers. But he's like, oh no, but if you're gonna put this to companies for investment. No, we were putting it to you for investment. Who even are you? You're just like this random PA guy who just walks in like, oh yeah, I could talk to this company, I could talk to, I hope he never sees this. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? So yeah, and he's like, we said, okay then, so we was figuring out multiple ways we could do it. We could have like an alterometer that triggers at a specific height to open an electronic switch on the parachute. You can have another electronic switch on the parachute where as soon as the balloon pops it starts a timer, in which case the timer ends, then the parachute opens. You can figure all that, that would be fine. That's actually a good idea. You could have a timed electronic switch in the sense that a circuit breaks and then it just opens. Basically you need a freaking electronic switch. Right, and he's like, well, we could do this, or we could have like slowly opening walls that slowly decelerate it, and the more it decelerates it, I don't know. loads of different ways. So we're like, okay, we'll get someone else in. So we get like my physics teacher. My physics teacher sat there and he's asking him questions and he's like, I don't know. He's like, who's your insurer? He asked me that. Who is the school's insurer? Who does the school's insurance? What? How am I supposed to know? What? He's like, well, most schools are insured by Zurich. Oh, obviously. Sorry, I don't even know who insures this house. I don't know, it's either the bank or Direct Line, something like that. I don't freaking know. Why am I supposed to know the school? Is that just common knowledge that everyone's supposed to? What an idiot. No offence to you if you're watching, probably not, but whew, that was the most stressful like 30 minutes of my life. I just walked in expecting to say, here's my plans, here's how much money I think we can get, because I reckon we could get about £1,000. And at the cost of £400 to do it, that's £600 profit, which I think is a freaking good deal. But it turned out it wasn't. It was just PR guy going blah 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 blah, just talking about whatever the hell he was talking about. I don't even think I learned anything about that. We just need to get our goals and stuff. So plans from now on are, essentially, my personal plans are ignore this guy and whatever investors he can get in. He says you need about £1,000. You need £400. Stop being over dramatic. And we'll just send up a camera and not do all of this crazy stuff that you're talking about. We need £400. We've got £200 from the STEM fund, which is the science fund. We can get that without them batting an eyelid. We want to be able to try and get the sixth form fund, which I've got to talk to. The cases are literally sort out insurance. So I've emailed my maths teacher, who I have an inkling, maybe the insurance lady, who manages all of that stuff, to see if we can get that sorted nice and cheaply or whatever. And then it's literally buy all the stuff, and then I need to be able to talk to, think if I can use the school's funds and then just do it as a fundraiser, and then do this on the last day of term, have the entire school involved buying cakes and food and shiz. We'll make a fortune, especially if we can open it up to the general public as well, release flyers and everything we possibly want to everyone in the local area. We can have radio stations broadcasting it, well, not live. We can have it announced on the radio, we can have it on websites, we can release it, the blog will go mental. Well, to like the 5 people who read it, like, bam, read this. Obviously, about the 3 people who watch this, you all know about it, so that's working. I'll do a main channel video to just literally publicise the hell out of it, see if we can get our money back. Hopefully we can. I reckon we can. I reckon it's easy. Because if people are willing to donate the food and stuff, like the cakes, that's how cake sales work, you donate cakes, you sell them, then we will make a fortune, hopefully. And I just touched your lens, I apologise about that. So that is the plan according to the space mission. I am now going to email the people I need to email. Essentially, yeah, just email the people I need to email. Look at this email that Jamesy has sent me. And also do maths, essentially. Is that what I'm planning tonight? I've got to do a load of maths. Some decision, I've got a lot of physics papers that have just been hit on me. Hey, I think that's the plan, yeah, maths. Woo, one of those nights. Oh, it turns out we hit our lucky break with the emails. The person who we have to sweet talk into helping us sort out the insurance happens to be my maths teacher. Yes, 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 which means I can pull some strings. It's like, oh, but we, maths, yeah, let us do it. Let us just swindle it so we can do it. Please. It's so safe. We don't even need insurance, just just make sure they cover the excess if it kills someone. Of which the risks are so mind-numbingly low, it's literally pointless. But we have to do it, apparently. Obviously, anyway, that's a good thing. My evening revision has gone relatively well. I've been revising myself some decision 1. Lining up work to do. I'm lining up proper revision, not just doing past papers, like going through the book and going, okay, write that down, write that down, write that down. So I've literally done half the course today, because decision's only a short course. I'll finish the course tomorrow. We've got a lot of like I've got a lot of shifting stuff around so that I can revise more efficiently. I should have 3 hours in school to myself to revise how I want. I'll be able to, I'll probably finish D1, do a bit of D2, probably 2/5 of D2, because there's only 5 chapters, and then do FP. That's what my plan is. I don't entirely know what I'm going to do yet. I might do a bit of computing, you never know. Literally anything could happen. It's just craziness all the time. I'm so unpredictable, so unpredictably crazy, it's mind-numbing. Else, also tomorrow I'll probably send a few emails out about the space mission and about people who might be able to help us get money in some way. Basically ask them very nicely, pitch the idea to them and say, if you give us blah 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 amount of money, then we will be able to literally do this. It'll be amazing, and we'll be able to do this, and it'll be amazing for the school. I'm now shifting efforts. Instead of going outside of college to get the money, I'm going inside college and then just take the money, build on it, if you know what I mean. Like, oh, here's £400, I'll make you a profit, bang. That's what my new target is to make a profit, not just do it. So, yeah. Also tomorrow, it's maths night, so we do lots of maths revision after le collège. Me and Lovely will do lots of maths revision after le collège, and then we've also got my haircut gets sewn off tomorrow as well, but that's not important either. I'm gonna catch you later because like not much has happened and I've got nothing to tell you since I ranted about how mental that guy was. Okay, yeah, seriously, I will catch you later.